Okay, welcome everybody. Definitely a great day. It is a great day for sure. We have received the temporary certificate of occupancy, which means the students are clear to come in the building as of today. And we will be starting on time Tuesday, full school. We'll be ready to go. Very excited. Passed all inspections. They're still cleaning. There's still cleaning crews in there, of course. The air conditioning is working throughout the building. I think there's one or two rooms that they're working on with air, but we have full air in the building. The internet is working as well in the building. Again, there's a couple spots where it's a little spotty, but overall the internet is working as well. So it is a really exciting time, and we did it. We did do it. So we are full steam ahead. You'll be getting more correspondence from Mr. Massaro as well. We just had our administrative meeting. So we had some information that we shared about, details, things like that. Several things to talk about. Number one, we are going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony at 7:20 in the morning on Tuesday. So we will tell students that we just ask that they don't enter the building until 7:20. We're well aware that they're going to need time to go to their lockers, and please do not worry about if they're a couple minutes late to period one. That's not the issue for Tuesday. So, but we were going to have a ribbon cutting ceremony. We'll have board members there. We'll have the press there. I believe there's a chance maybe that one of the news stations will be broadcasting live from outside of the school on Tuesday. We have PTA, HSA, everyone. We have balloons. We have so many great things that I'm hearing that are coming on Tuesday. So it's going to be a special day for sure. So we are set regular school hours. As far as lunch, we are encouraging brown bagging it. I got some details today from Borough Hall because there are some requirements for food trucks and health inspections and things like that. That information Mr. Massaro is taking care of, and he will disseminate today to the people who are coordinating that. We're also going to try to have some pizza. We're having an inspection of the kitchen tomorrow, so hopefully have some more information. We don't anticipate that the hot foods will be delayed very long, but certainly for the first week or so, you should plan brown bagging it, and we'll provide more information as necessary there. The only thing I'm hoping for, of course, is no rain on Tuesday, but I can't control that. So fully approved, fire marshal approved, building inspector approved, county superintendent. We had our staff in today. They were in today at 8 o'clock in the morning. Well, we had Lou DeLisio, our county superintendent, was nice enough to come and say a few words. Staff was really excited to be back together in the gym. We went about our business. We have our meetings. We have our initiatives, DEI, and our literacy initiative, and all of our planned meetings, as well as giving substantial amount of time for the staff to go into their rooms in the high school, middle school, and unpack and plan. And it's been amazing. And your support as a community has been amazing. And whether it was words of encouragement or financial support or man hours or just hanging in there with us, it means the world to all of us, the Board of Education, myself, and everyone here. We are back. And we have a muscle wall. If you go to the building, if you had a sporting event or something, we have muscle wall stacked on the side of the building. And those are ready to be deployed in case there's any major problems. So if we hear rain is coming, I know there's rumors of rain. We have a plan in place to protect not only the B wing, but also the entirety of the C wing, which again, really has never taken water except for that day. But we have it all set, and it can be deployed very quickly. Fire department willing to come by and put water in and make it secure. We have a tarp that goes over the top, and away we go. So that's good. Other issues that we have is we're going to start construction on the media center and auditorium in October. We were finalizing that plan, of course, with workers coming in and out. A lot of questions that I received about security, not an issue. We set up the whole plan. There is one door that they're going to come in and out. All workers will come in and out of one door. The media center will have a separate entrance completely. So if you see workers by the media center, they will never be in the school because we will have the media center closed off, and they will only come in through the back door. They have restrooms outside, so they're not using restrooms in the building. So we have that separated as well. And any workers that come into the auditorium, there'll be a staff member sitting at the door that they enter. They will only enter one entrance. They will sign in, they will sign out, they will be walking, and we will have monitors there as well. So that will start in October. final plans. Right now it's storage, to be honest, because we had to move things out of the classroom, out of the cafeteria, out of the kitchen, and had to put it somewhere. So we have it in there now, storage, and we're still moving forward with the process. But it has come together. It's really that simple. There isn't anything else to say. I do want to mention that some of our parent groups have been hard at work at sort of rallying the community. I know, the 5K is coming in October, and so you'll be getting some correspondence from me as well. Some parents have volunteered just to have sort of a training session, if you will, to get middle school kids interested after school a couple days. So you'll be getting some information on that, totally voluntary, just something to sort of build camaraderie and build community as we work towards the 5K as sort of a celebration here of Cresskill. So you'll be getting that shortly as well. I thank the parents who are doing that. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'll look in the chat if there's any questions or specifics, but yeah, it's exhaling. I don't think I've smiled this much in a long time, I have to tell you. But I can't thank everyone. My Kevin Whitney's on the call, our technology department. My Dawn has been my right-hand person through this entire process. She's been amazing and wonderful. Besides having a child soon, I don't know how she possibly juggles all this, but she does. The board members have been fantastic as well, and the community, the teachers. And today, I'm very happy to report that our custodial maintenance staff got a standing ovation from the entire staff, as they should. And they've worked so hard, but everybody has worked together, and the police department, the fire chief, everyone has been so supportive, and we're thrilled. They made us do it on our own, but we got it done on our own. And I met today with ABC, and of course they're asking, why did it take so long for you to get help? I mean, we've told this story many, many times, but I did tell it today. Okay, a couple questions. 2 classrooms that won't be ready. Is that true? Does this impact anything? How are we on budget? Dawn, you can answer the budget question in a minute in terms of where we're at with the 21 million. Yeah, there are 2 classrooms, not a problem. One of them is our TV class, our TV studio, and our for Mr. Kress. And he's already been reassigned. Those kids are always on the move. They're always taping throughout the building. So that's something he's able to work around, which is great. The other one was a 6th grade math class, which again, we changed the schedule, which again, I do appreciate your patience with the schedule. This was a one-time delay with the schedule that had to happen this year because of so many moving parts. That 6th grade math class will be ready. It's reassigned to a different part of the building so that we do have all the classes in the school. So we've moved some things around, had to change a couple small group instructions that had to be moved, but we were able to accommodate that within the schedule. Any update on the high school business teachers schedule? Still says staff. Yes, we're going to have to do that online. We've coordinated that. Business teachers have been really tough to find. All teachers, to be honest, right now. It is a difficult time to find educators in our county and in our state right now. So that will be an online course. We have a very successful program that's been used at multiple schools in Bergen County right now, because business teachers are not something that every school district has. So that is why it says staff. It will be an online course. We have Mr. Orfini, who's going to be in the room also with a business background, so he can help as well, which is great. And those will be online. So Mr. Whitney's done a great job. We're finalizing that, and that will be ready to go also. Flooding. This is funny. If you haven't already checked New York Times article on the flooding of schools in Kentucky, they're getting help from the state and county. Yes. And I think from what I've heard from FEMA and what we've heard from multiple areas, I do think that there has been a call to arms in multiple states. I know Nevada had some terrible flooding as well, Kentucky, that they realize that when these disasters happen, there aren't any mechanisms by which public schools that deal with taxpayer money, or public entities, I should say, Borough Hall, can recover. So yes, I did see that. And listen, what I said today on ABC was, look, we're glad this won't happen to someone else. We're certainly frustrated, but it's in the past now. And so if we can help and make sure it doesn't happen again, we're fine. Dawn, do you want to just address the budget, where we're at with the budget right now with the 21 million, and any other thoughts you have on our expenses?
Sure. We're right on point on budget right now. We spent to date about 12 million. The bids came in for the auditorium media center. We awarded that at 3 million. So that leaves us about 6 million remaining that will be used for mitigation purposes and any other small items that come up from now and until we're fully functional, all of which is still being processed by FEMA. So the FEMA is a long game. It's going to be several years before we really get all of our money back. But overall, we're well within our $21 million.
Great, thank you. I'm just trying to think, my mind is racing. Other questions? Staff is in again tomorrow. We are cleared to have our orientation ceremonies for the 6th and 7th grade, which I think is critical because people don't realize that our entire middle school has not been really in the building on a consistent basis. We had our 8th graders earlier this week, 6th and 7th coming tomorrow, and everyone will be here on Tuesday morning. So we're set to go. We have a plan in case there's rain as well for the louvers and the univents protecting those. And the boiler room looks great. The air is flowing. And I know that with some of our sports teams had to deal with the heat in the gymnasium, which wasn't pleasant. I actually came by on the weekend with my kids. It was also unpleasant, but the air is there now for sure. So we're doing right. St. Teresa, how will St. Teresa be used? So yeah, St. Teresa, of course, we have a contract with them. We'll be using it after school as well. We also have some opportunities for admin to go over there, which could create some extra spaces. So as we move through the year, if we see an opportunity where we need to get some more student space, we always have flexibility to use that building. I view the educational structure in terms of the day, the room locations, that could be in flux to a certain extent as the construction goes on. We don't have construction in those classes, but like I said, with the winter coming, we're testing the heat. There's certain things that we're not going to know that they happen. We have to move some staff, some admin in there. We can do that. We're also going to be using it after school. Obviously, the auditorium will not be ready. Probably not, for the musical, because you're going to be practicing. You're not going to wait until the auditorium's done to start the musical practices. So that may have to happen in St. Teresa as well. Athletic teams, meetings, debate. There's a lot of versatility with St. Teresa, and it's critical that we have that so that we have that as an option. So right now it's being used for a variety of extracurricular ways, but I think there are some other ways that we can use it during the school day, since if there's any need for anything, we're really tight on space right now. So really critical annex that I'm glad we have. And like we said, we had to make a decision on this a few months ago, and no one could guarantee that the building would be ready. I mean, if you remember, we heard that the univents were going to be here June 1st, then we heard they were going to be delayed, then we heard they were actually here. So there was a bit of unpredictability, which we could not afford to have. So it was great to have that space, and we will be using it for sure as over the next few months as needed. Absolutely.
Mike, I'd just like to say, having been here on site personally for the past year, and also setting up St. Teresa and Chaudet and, bouncing around, the feeling over the past 48 hours has just been absolutely amazing. The building has just come together. It's like just being back home again, truly. Yep. I just think the energy level is going to be unbelievable. Just everything new, but just being back home. It's, even though I've physically been here for a year, it's just like this fresh coat on my house. It's just undescribable feeling, and I think everyone's just going to be happy to know where you're going, your hallways, everything. It's just, we always had to be careful when we're at the other building. Not that anyone's destroying, this building, but it's just like being home.
Yeah, Kevin, I appreciate that.
Unbelievable feeling.
I appreciate it a lot. I think people they don't understand that growing up is hard. Being a child is hard, and it's hard enough when you have a routine and you have a schedule and you know your teachers and you know what friends are in your class and you know where to go. That's difficult because there's stresses, the stresses of virtual learning, mental health. We've addressed those in multiple ways across K-12 because it's real. And, the students, that's the energy, that's the fuel for the soul, seeing their friends, giving them a hug. Just seeing the 8th graders in the wing the other day was great. I mean, there was a palpable buzz that we need. And I agree. I think that, isolation is not good, and we were isolated in many ways. So great to be back. Kevin, I appreciate it. Echo all your sentiments, and I'm going to cut that ribbon on Tuesday morning very aggressively. I will. We have a big scissor, and I may cut it multiple times. I'm going to tell you that. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have for today. It's all good news, and I will tell you that I know that the community has sort of doubted the good news as we've gone through it. I don't blame them either, but today there is no bad news. It really is that good. And I will see all of you bright and early on Tuesday morning. Thank you, everybody.